Hey guys, this is Manshark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Europa Universalis IV, and this is Millennia in the Making episode 300. It's actually my first episode in about a month that I've recorded, just due to my spine surgery. So we'll see how we go. Anyway, we are France. We are the Holy Roman Emperor forever. Empress at this point in time. And we are actually at war. Just with 3 wars. First one in here is just with Sukhothai and there. We're just going to make them our bitch. Nice and simple. Get around to that at some point. We're at war with Bengal for Howrah, apparently. In there. Oh, we're just at war with Bengal because then we're going to declare war on Ayutthaya down here and, you know, drag Bengal back in. And we're basically going to triple tap Bengal if we can. If we can get a land border to Assam, maybe. We'll see. And we're also at war with Turkestan, Karnataka as a lesser member of a union, and Vladimir. So here's Karnataka down here. We just need to get one of our armies, preferably one of a 6-6. The other one that way instead. And then we'll get them to move like so. Because this army has just managed to pop back up. And of course Turkestan is up here. We're smashing Turkestan. Like, I'm not sure if Turkestan actually have any military left. They probably do, but well, GG. And here of course we're going to chase this army down to Moscow, and we should catch them and destroy them for Vladimir. And that may be able to let us force Vladimir out, which would be nice. Now, before we even get started, I want to send a diplomat to Funge to bolster their opinion of me. Excuse me. So improve relation there. Move these guys out of the attrition zone. And just back up near Nubia. Good stuff. And over here, I've got an army here that I guess I was going to send to Sukhothai. We'll still send them down there. I was a little worried about this army here moving back down, but we'll see, we'll see. And I had another diplomat that I wanted to do something with. Don't quite remember what, though. Oh, I forgot to check on Arche. Arche still have a nice opinion of us, so we don't need to worry too much about them. We're going to be trying to protectorate them as well. They've got a bit of an issue with us, of course. Let's proclaim a guarantee for Arche. So we think that they should be independent, you know, until we come along and take them. So here comes a fight. Oh, there's a battle up here. It looks like we absolutely wiped that out, which is great. Has that given us any war score against Vladimir? I don't believe it has. And we also don't have a diplomat, so fuck it. We'll have one in a few days, though. There's a massive war score goal or lead against Karnataka down here. That's good because it gives us more against Turkestan. Yeah, 0% Vladimir. It has reduced their military strength though, which is good. There's the Turkestan army, of course. They're not moving, and my armies are more than sufficient to deal with them. Vassals less so, but whatever. And we were building ships, weren't we? We certainly were building ships. Deal with that later. This guy already has a 40% chance to increase the growth of the colony here. That's great. But we don't have enough colonists, so let's recall him. I mean, we don't have enough colonies, sorry. And I'll immediately send him to there, to Rajuri. Split this army in half, and up he goes. And that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, this one here will give us an Australian colony. And we'll just have to get the rest of them in time. It's no drama. Siege complete. Yeah, I'm not actually sure exactly what we want off Bengal, so I'm just going to get them up a bit and then see. Do we have a spare dip? We do. We do actually, so that's a good start. First of all, I want them to return a whole bunch of cores to Pegu. All of those. Ah, good, it's already preloaded it in. This will cost us. That's fine. I don't care about giving stuff back to Kassala or Delhi. I don't care about them. I definitely don't want them to cancel those, actually. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. Oh, we're already well over the... Okay, so that's 75% of a war score there. And I would like to take some of these places that we've actually got claims on, which are these ones along here. Let's take... So let's say Howrah. That puts us at 94. There's nothing below that, is there? It's 101. We were to take Sylhet, that'd put us to 98, but it's not really all that acceptable, is it? No, because it's a foreign province. Howrah is fairly important, so that would probably be what we're looking for there. They're only giving military access to Turkestan, so that's fine at this point. So that would be our peace offer. I think it's quite reasonable. They don't, but that's why we're here to convince them. And our little friends up in Turkestan, of course. Right, and now we're just going to sit on Sukhofai until we take it, which we should take it fairly easily. Success there, move on in. Our diplomat is home from Aceh. There's not really anything else that we can do down there at this point in time. We just have to wait until we get out of war. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to offer them some subsidies. We've got the money for it, and let's get just 50 years. We'll just give them 50 bucks. Done. Probably could have gotten away with less than that, but whatever. Okay, successful besieging up there. Going to take this army, smash it into Yaroslavl. Want to give up yet, Vladimir? No, they're only at a -6 to us. We need to get them to at least a 10. Good work. This army is not led by anybody, so I'm going to just put it on Turkestan proper. As soon as we win in Samarkand, which we have just done, I'll send these guys down to Kolob to deal with that army. Got some Han Patriots up there. It's a fairly significant army to deal with, so let me load these guys into the boats. So we're originally going to deal with the Catholic Zealots. Send them up there. And then we'll send them back down to help Japan deal with their little issue. Good, some members of the Vassal Swarm are showing up. Okay, success there, good stuff. Yeah, it might surprise you to know, but with spinal surgery, they actually went in through the front of my neck. I'm not sure if I mentioned anything about that before. And yeah, they had to push aside my esophagus, which makes it a little hard to swallow, ladies. And yeah, sometimes I have a little bit of difficulty just sitting here and thinking, oh geez, I need to breathe a little bit deeper now, so that may happen, as long as I unpause the game. But yeah, it's just something to keep in mind. Good, head on down to Costa. So we are blockading parts of Kannada. Invest that money. Which has actually put us in a position where we could get the grain depot. Again, we're going to hold off on it because of coring costs. Okay, we won that battle down in Kolob, and we're going to sit on that siege. Should be fine. I'm not going to chase that army around the place. They're probably moving all the way up here or something stupid. Good, good. Actually, you guys can head up to that one. Wonderful. How you doing, Vladimir? You went out yet? You're at 30%. They would white peace out. Would they concede defeat out? They would concede defeat out. Is there anything else that we can do for you? Get them to release to there. No. No. I'm fine with you existing as you currently are. Yeah, I just don't want you to be in the fight. Right. Ideally, I want you to cancel your alliance with Turkestan. Done. Thank you, Vladimir. This army back down to Manch. This army... Oh, jeez, I don't know what can these armies even do. I guess I'll put one down here. Take the leader out of it. And this one up here, just in case. Never. Sorted. So now we're just at war with Turkestan and Kannada for that area of stuff. Looks like that fight was a success, so you guys can come back. Japan's actually cleaning up its own act. Good work, lads. Siege of Kolob is over. Mongols. 20? Fuck me, that's a lot. Oh, we're led by a 4-2. No, I guess you guys have a new mission. I'll just give you a leader real quick so you can actually travel fast and head on over. A truce of Korea? We don't have a truce of Korea. We do have a truce of Ming, but they are allied. I have a little bit of a plan there. Do we want to take inflation? Yeah, why not? So we've got a little bit more diplomatic power there, that's great. We could afford the next diplomatic tech now, but we're not going to, because we plan on using a fair amount of that diplomatic power in peace offers, which will be coming up shortly. Perfect, come on, get in there. Hopefully fairly shortly anyway. Which one did we just win? This one in here. Great! Smash that army, then head up to Kayaks. Excuse me. Okay, they want to keep that guy. No problems with them keeping that guy. Yes, I feel like we won't be able to get to Assam quite yet. What are we at here, Bengal? Bengal will take our peace offer. No need to continue the fight with them. Done. Thank you. Get our dudes back home. These guys, you are already home. But these guys are now coming down to Wenshan, so I'll send you across here again. You guys are still fighting down there, that's good. And Sukhothai is now taken, so you can move out. And let's see what we can do here. We could fully annex them. Or we could make them a French protectorate. Fully annexing them would be a little bit weird unless we were to take parts of Ayutthaya. And I don't think we'd be able to call the place, so we'll make it a protectorate. Thank you. We've got some Turkestani rebels. Fuck them. We'll deal with them later on if we have to. Speaking of, though... I've got a merchant coming home after fabricating a claim in London. I don't need to fabricate any more claims up there. That's fine. We're going to be going to war with them shortly, I feel. Only problem is that they're allied with Norway, Orleans, and Valois. Norway is just a tiny little bit of land up here, though. Shetlands and the Western Isles. Volga Bulgaria still own this place. Just fucking bizarre. Anyway, Turkestan. What can I do you for? And get them to release nations. That'd be pretty hilarious. It would cost us, though. Return cause. I am not interested in your return cause. Oh, maybe to Ming. That one to Ming. Yeah, you can return that one. That's fine. Actually, no, you can't. Get out. I would like to have some of this land, my friend. I should have cause on everything that I'm in land contact with. Okay, let's put us above what we're after, and it's also 99% overextension, which I don't believe we can actually take right now, can we? No, we're at 36%. Fucking Bengal Delta. Okay, completely forgot about that, by the way. 36%. That's 64 on the backside. So let's see. These are part of Europe, I think, so I want those, definitely. That's already 63%. Really? God damn. What's so huge in there? That one. What else? Perm and that one. Well, we'd have to take them anyway. And Yike as well. Well, we needed to take them anyway, so fuck it. I will also get them. We can't get them to cancel Kannada because that's just not happening. I don't care about them being vassaled with, or Tibet is a protectorate, so I don't care about that. I will eventually care about Kannada, but 100% war score to get them out of Kannada is too much. I will try and get them to release some nations, though. Get them to release, well, Persia is a bit too much of an ask, even though it would be nice. Because that would give us a nice buffer zone there. Perm is a single fucking province. The Oirats might be a good idea, because then we can go to war with the Oirats at some point and get their shit. I'll get them to release the Oirats. Perm for giggles. And we'll also get them to annul their treaties with Bengal. That's too much, though. So what if I told you not Perm, just the Oirats? They're fine with that. I'm done. Yeah. Thank you. Alright, we were settling that one in a bit. Right, so our overextension is murder right now, and most of these places are going to cost us more than we've actually got. As expected, those rebels moved out. That's fine, we're headed there anyway. You guys get out of there. You guys get out of there. Is it going to be enough? No, it isn't. Multan will be enough for you. It's fine. Leaving there, good. And you guys can come out to there. Perfect! So the ones that we can't core, we might as well start converting. I think that's it. Yep, good. Wonderful. Now, we have a truce of Volga Bulgaria that lasts for another year and a bit. Truce of Nubia lasts for about the same amount of time. I'm not sure if we have a truce. We don't have a truce with Afghanistan. They're allied with Kassala. Kassala is allied with Gujarat. So if we declared war on... Oh, before we do that, we need to wait for some of our diplomats to get home because we've got protectorates to offer to 2 places. They want to keep that guy before we dive into any more wars. You're at war with. Why do you need military access? No. Okay, these guys actually need to head off there. You guys don't actually need to move anymore because that's now a Oirat issue. And we're technically truced with the Oirats because that's how things work. Do we have colonies up here that we needed to sit guys on? Yeah. That's fine. You guys, however, need to just come down here. You gentlemen actually need to head up here because we are going to be going to war with Ming at some point. Okay, diplomats are home. Ah, we've got to move these guys out as well. I'm going to take their... We're not going to take their generals away because we're planning on using them fairly shortly. But there were some generals up here we could get rid of. Yep. I'm going to give them to this army in here. Beautiful. Right, we've got a free diplomat, so let's just go down to Arche, have a look. They would not, because reasons, so let's send them a gift. Enough to bolster their opinion by the max of 25. Now we have to wait a bit for him to get back. Yeah, it's a good thing we've got our guy, Funge, assisting with the opinion, because that's quite important at this point. Salo want military access. They're at war with Turkestan. Yeah, have it, boys. No worries. No worries there. Okay, I think we might be able to do this now. Oh, they're still on a no. Only by 3 points. What can we do? What can we do? I don't know if we can protectorate them if we're allied with them. I'm not actually sure about that. Let's send our guy there for that extra 3 points. Because it is seriously just 3 points. Maintain. So maybe we just wait on them because the subsidies will kick in at some point. Okay, Franco-German Peru, they can have a bureaucrat. And over here, Funge. Funge is in the negatives, but we are improving relations with them. So just maybe we'll check on it monthly sort of thing. Most of this is due to the fact that we already have so many goddamn protectorates. We could offer them basing rights, but, well, they don't need those. And I don't think if we ask them for military access, that'll do us any favors. Well, they do want some of our provinces, so maybe we could give them something, and then that would... Yeah, let's sell them a province. Do they want... What do they want? They want Sumbawa? Do they want Sumbawa? I'll give them Sumbawa. They want like Malacca and that sort of shit. They want Aceh. Aceh is just down here somewhere, isn't it? Oh no, I'm pretty sure Aceh is... Yeah, well I'm not giving them that shit. Come on guys. Ah, sweet, our dude arrived up here. That's a pretty good growth, so I'm going to pull him out again. But we're going to let our guys get in there first. Keep him. And we've got another load turning up here in a couple of days anyway. Mongols and Han Pate. Oh, that's irritating. On the island. They need to stay up there. They're not taking attrition, are they? Nope, good. So they need to stay up there and I'll just move this fleet down here. Almost finished with the ships as well, which is neat. Yeah, okay, I think in a couple of months we'll be able to get those. We could grab Funj right now, but that would make Aceh 10 points harder to get. And because it's going to be easier... okay. I guess we now have to go and deal with that. Come on. Because it's easier to raise opinion with that one diplomat, that's what we'll be doing. Oh my god, stop moving around. Okay, we've successfully caught Udong, so we'll convert it to the proper religion right now. Oh, and one thing we definitely need to do is get a claim on Ayutthaya. Done. Very important, that. No haters, that's fine. We're also having our reputation sabotaged. Because of course we are. Even with that, we're still not doing too badly. Okay, boats are in. Come on. Hop on board. We'll head on over to Taiwan and then back again. Mongolia formed itself out of the Oirats. That's fine. We don't have a truce with them, so... GG, fuckers. I'm assuming we've got to cast a spell against them because they're nomads. Yeah, overseas expansion. Nice and easy. They are Catholic though, which may draw Great Britain in. Doubt it, but you never know. Right, we're going to pull him out of there. And send him somewhere else. Maybe down here. Yep. Not too many natives down here, so we'll split that force and up like that. No worries. Got some German patriots here, which is a little bizarre because we are German. Okay, and that fight was a success. Back on the boat. Pause the fucking game. Now I'm back on over to Guangzhou. Okay, there we go. So really just waiting on some of those missionaries to finish because we do have quite a good administrative gain because, well, Queen Fortunata is exceptional. So when's our truce run out with the Oirits? In like 4 years. Okay. Okay, we've got the offer to spend 2,800 and get 40 military power, or decline the offer. We're going to take that, because why wouldn't we? And we are going to take this level of diplomatic tech. So a little bit more naval morale, a little bit more naval expense. And the next level gives us more trade efficiency and range. Trade efficiency is, of course, nice. But we don't have to worry about actual ships or anything like that. Speaking of ships, though, I believe that all of these have been constructed. God, what were we doing with these? That's a good question, isn't it? What kind of ships are they? Trade ships? Yep, okay, I know what we were doing with them. Vaguely. Just gather them all together in their groups just to make it easy. No, 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 just these ones. Thank you. And these ones. Is that it? Where's my ships list? Yep, that looks to be it. So what I think we were doing was making some grand fleets, if you will. Let's say 60 ships. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep, grand fleets of 60 ships, so we'll just gather them up in lots of 60. Beautiful. And then we'll gather them up and send them out to fuck with everybody else's trade. Beautiful. Right, so where were we sending people? They're protecting Venice, they're protecting Constantinople, Fenestra Bay. Seville, okay. Basra, London, Genoa, Tunis, Alexandria, Antwerpen. We've got one in Ceylon already, that's good. Lubeck, Ragusa, Indus, and North Sea. Alright. So we would definitely be sending somebody to Bengal, somebody to Malacca. How many fleets did we have? 4? Yep, 4. Right, so first of all, you are going to Bengal. Please be on the list. There we are, Bengal, off you go. Thank you. You are going to Malacca. When I find it. Oh, actually, we also wanted to put something in these ones up here just to fuck with people. But Malacca first. There it is. Off we go. We've already got a merchant there as well, so that'll help out with his task. Okay, you. Siam isn't all that important because Siam has one exit node and that's it. What is important though Hangzhou, definitely Hangzhou. Yep. And Beijing again is well, it is actually fairly important in terms of right, we want as much pulled out as possible. So yes, I think that other trade fleet will go to Beijing. So which one was that? Wasn't that one? Or was it that one? Yep, I'd already signed them, so these ones are going to Beijing. When they get there, we'll see what effects they have. Ah, good. Another place got caught, so we no longer have a call warning sort of bullshit. Now we can convert Circassia. And make Nogay into a core. Wonderful. Alright, these guys are here now. Let's have a quick look at our diplomatic stuff. Still no. We're going to have a quick war with Mongolia. No, we're not, because fucking Britain is defender of the Catholic faith and all that sort of bullshit. We can't have a quick war when Britain gets involved, because then we have to deal with Orleans and Valois, who do hate us. Now we do need to do something about them. Okay, we're going to wait for these protectorates. That's what we need to do. But once we get these protectorates, we're going to be declaring, I think, 3 wars. Maybe more, depending on how our truce timers with Nubia and Volga Bulgaria go. Does anybody else have a core on this piece of land up here? No, so that's going to be a pain in the ass, and of course increased coring cost because fuck you. Okay, and we've got one guy up here. He can pop out. Now they damaged our colony, but I don't think they destroyed it. They did not. There are still 20 people there. Whew, lucky. And what will that colonist do? I'm already sending a guy down to there, so let's... We can't send a guy down to there, he's too far away from things. New Zealand is actually very aggressive. We'd need to put people on the islands. I don't much care about ones that I'm about to vassalize. Well, tell you what, we got a thing there. Can we put a guy in there? Nope. This bit of land up here is colonizable. So is this stuff up here though. 800 days to get there though. 900 days to get in. Really? 700 to get there. Alright, let's grab that one. Done. Get some more colonies up in this bitch. Come on, bro. Just a little bit. There we are. Okay, they'll accept that. Leave it be. So, yep. Wonderful. Arche are now ours, so I can take our dude out of Arche. Very nicely done. Still fabricating claims. Now, this one over here is probably not going to be in a mind to do it. They're only 1 point off, which is fine. And we've got some royal marriage offers. Bamberg are already our vassals, so I will accept that. What's this, Livonia? Are Livonia our vassal? They certainly are. So let's accept that. Do we lose a whole bunch of royal marriages or something? No, we got all those back. We good. And now we're at 8 of 8 relations, which is fine because we don't need any allies or anything like that. Alright, so we're just waiting for our diplomats to come back. When our guy gets back, we should be able to take Funj as a protectorate. Maintain. Maybe? No. So, when our guy gets back, we may send him a gift. His fucking sabotage reputation. Got some heretics converted. So I believe that's going to put us in a position to... Yep, we can call one of these. Because the cost is ridiculous. Battle has already happened. Okay, we got rid of a guy who was sabotaging our reputation. From fucking Bengal, of course. So hopefully they don't re-up that by the time one of our diplomats gets back. Hopefully. They probably will. We just got 5% combat, cavalry combat ability for reasons. Catholic rebels in Circassia. Dudes in the Bengal Delta, that's fine. Alouette is self-sustaining. And that means that we've formed Franco-German... That's an equal sign. Franco-German Alaska. Beautiful. Now, were these transport ships? Yes, they certainly were. And are we colonizing that one? Yeah, so we're just going to leave them there for the moment. Were they all transport ships? Yep. Well, looks like I've got an army that's free. So you guys can head up here to the Alouette. You guys can head over there. Nice. That gives us an extra army to play around with in Korea. Which, hey, we may need it. Who knows? Alright, diplomats home. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Nope. Okay, just off it, which means we'll send him some money. Ooh, geez, we don't need to send him that much money. Just a little bit. Then when our bro gets home, and when our timer runs out here, we'll make them a protectorate. Come on. Just a few more days. Establish. Go. Done. Right, so good news is we are one war away from taking basically this damn thing here, but we need a casus belli. My bad. Fabricate that claim. Right. Volga, Bulgaria have been sowing discontent. You'd think you'd stop poking the bear. Wouldn't you? Okay, you guys are together. Great. Join up. Get on the boat. Send a boat over to here. Actually doing that? Yep. Oh yeah, sometimes the arrow just doesn't appear for reasons. Oh look, Japan totally cleared up everything here. Good work, guys. Good work. Commander's down there. We've got a commander up there. I don't think we've got a spare commander sitting around. So I'm going to just have to click around to see where they all are. You're not important right now. Catholic rebels. Oh, Jesus. Got a lot of Catholic rebels here. We're going to need you guys to have this commander to deal with this. Forgot about them. Where were the other ones? Tongren. Okay, whatever, buddy. Yeah, that's gone just fine. Nubian Patriots down here. Alright, guys, fine. Volga, Bulgaria are embargoing us, but I'm pretty sure we were embargoing them, so whatever. Alright, Bengal Delta is now part of our stuff, so let's get a guy in there to convert it. And how are we doing with overextension? Ooh, we still need 168. Oh, did we win that fight over here yet? We did. Wonderful. I'm going to park the troops there and take the leader away from them. These guys are going to park. Where the fuck are you going? Yo! Oh, it's the trade fleet. Pfft, whoops. This is the fleet I'm talking about here. Okay, our guy is home from fabricating that claim. Good on him. We do want to fabricate a few more on Bengal, actually, just to make sure what's going on there. Ah, but we can't, because that must be their capital. That's fine. That's alright. No drama. Do we have an army up here? Yeah, we do. Good. On the boat. And then the boat can send you around down to here. That's good. Okay, these boats here can pop just into the Ganges. Just waiting for a few more months just so that I can start getting that coring process done in Yake. 1 more month. 2 more months will definitely get us the administrative power that we need there. Yeah, we're 4 points shy. It's always easier to start coring outside of war. Just in case. So just wait till the end of February. Get that cord. This one here is almost done too. Right. Oh, we don't need this guy here anymore. They already love us. It is time for some war. So, the very first war we're going to declare is going to be on Korea. And it's an overseas expansion war, of course. Give that. I fully expect them to drag Ming in. I just want these guys to come out there a little bit. And hopefully... Well, Japan will not be entering this war, so I don't care too much about that. So we'll send them around to help out with the besieging. What say you, Ming? Yeah, we're at war. Good. Up we go. Up we go. You guys into there. We'll fight around there a little bit. And you guys, I guess you should head up here to deal with Korea. Now the point here is that we can peace out Ming because they're an ally, not a vassal or any of that sort of rubbish. Ah, good. Perm is now part of our patrimony. Wonderful. Just build a military establishment there. French revolutionaries. Just go and deal with the damn bastards. Wonderful, wonderful. Right. We could get more claims on Volga, Bulgaria while we're waiting around. We're still fabricating down here. That'll be done shortly. These guys got hammered. They'll be fine. They'll get back and they'll be fine. So, I believe we had a water fight here. We're going to make marches the war goal. Okay, you guys are actually going to need a leader, aren't you? So let's take some of the leaders away from the Bengal front, because they're not actually needed down there at this stage. We are going to declare war on Bengal again, but I think we'll do that when we can, basically. So I want this big ass army up here to have the best leader possible. Go up and smash. And this is our fleet here, so we'll put them out to get the Siege of London going just fine. Actually, you had a really good siege value, didn't you? No, Siege 1, that's fine. This guy, just get up there and start besieging that. I'm going to give this army a good leader, because these guys actually have a fuck ton of troops in Valois. He's called in Norway, but he doesn't seem to have called in Orleans or Valois. He's called him Valois. Okay. Right. So what we need to do is get this army here sort of around. If he calls in Orleans, we'll have to deal with them. But I want to kind of get this army up here so that we can back ourselves up. They're moving to Calais, which is in there. Tell you what, we'll go there, and you can come down here to Raffle. And we'll see about just taking it like that. Let me check something. Yeah, still allied with Great Britain. Maybe they declined or didn't ask them. Already at 19%, which is pretty damn impressive. What's that from? Blockades? The Battle of London and some blockades. Times, okay, you head into them and no, actually, they've split their forces. Perfect. Head up to Brabant. Now they've called in Orleans. That's alright. Intercept that Orleansian army if we can. 8th of June, 4th of June, and they're going to Cambrai. That's fine, we'll just try and head up there. Siege of Lincoln is already over. Sweep through, boys. Sweep through. Yep, okay, so this is going to be a big fucking fight. On and finish moving into there, and then I'm going to stop them, order the forced march, and off we go. So that means that we just move a lot faster. And we don't recover morale. So we're just going to have to remember to turn that off. Oops, Siege of Tonquin, we lost that, and we obviously lost it because we weren't paying any attention. That's fine. We're basically going to get it back when we finish taking this place here. Just remember, Ming have atrocious troops. It's one thing I remember over the last month. Yeah, we've won this. We did lose a general. Not sure where from. This fight, probably. But good fight. So we find the guys who are forced marching, turn them off forced marching, and we'll give them the new general, and have them chase. This force can just head in there. Won the siege of Wasili. Wonderful. These guys need to head up there to deal with them, and then back down like so. This force here can head on down here. That's fine. So our vassals are also rocking up to the fight in Europe because, well, it's one that's closest to them, isn't it? So they do still have a 55, basically a 55-man or regiment army down there, which is an issue, but as long as we keep our forces together, we should be good. Okay, and there's our conquest Casus Belli against Nubia. We don't need a general on this army. Let's go! Ah, looks like Trontelag think they've got a take on there. Oh, just want to siege of Ordos. Wonderful. So I want to send these guys up to deal with these guys. Now some of these guys are Ming troops, so we shouldn't have too much of an issue with them. Yeah, come on Trontelag. Probably lost actually. Siege of Simon. Wonderful. Yeah, head inland a little. And let's send some troops up here. Actually, they're completely not unnecessary. What I will do though is take this army and send it down here. We might be able to get there before the end of September. If we force march, we definitely would, but that would cost us some military power. Not that we're short of it, of course. And this will actually work out quite nicely, I feel. Another thing to do while we're thinking of it, let's fabricate some claims on just places. Okay, we've got all of those. Got all of those. Don't have enough on Delhi, so get to work there. About Afghanistan. Nope, good there. Good there. So it's basically Kannada. So let's just get going there. Probably do some more in Turkestan at some point. Alright, here's the fight. They're already basically at no morale. And we've prevented them from getting morale back in the September-October month change. So we'll chase them to wherever they're going. And as predicted, we won that particular fight with no real issues. So we'll keep on hitting up Ming. Good, our guy got into Gujarati, so we'll recall him. And let's put him in, fuck it, Bunjalung, why not? Split those forces, send them up. They'll be fine. We wiped out that army. So we'll just have our guys besiege Cox. We're probably going to need a bit more diplomatic power here because we intend on doing some things with vassalizing. Right, get down there. I need to defeat this Ming army. They've stacked hard with artillery, like stupid hard. Honestly, they're more than half of them are, that's fine. Yeah, a sizable percentage of them, well over 50%, is artillery, and we've just destroyed them because of that. Okay, we lost some casus belli against Delhi. We're just going to have to, presumably because our truce with them ran out, so we'll just have to deal with them again. Siege of Yorkshire, over. Send our troops back down there, then over here to take the main point. And yeah, I don't think our vassals have carpet sieged this shit for us. Posey has become a proper colony. Wonderful. Couldn't care. Yauk is part of our shit. 1 battles, 1 sieges. Excellent. Okay, our guy arrived here, so we'll call him as well. We've already got massive growth. And I'm actually going to send him out to these places in here. Send him to Bone. Might as well get it colonized if it's there. Not that we own everybody down here at this point in time. Everybody except Ayutthaya, and we'll be getting those in a bit anyway. Though we may just keep Ayutthaya as Bengal's protectorate, because we can basically abuse them to double tap Bengal constantly. Yeah, we'll leave that. That's fine as it is. Yeah, so we're going to need a fair amount of administrative power to deal with what we're going to take off Britain. And I'm not exactly sure what we'll be doing with Norway, if anything, but we'll have to just see. Is Norway a member of the HRE? I don't think that they are. What's Norway's flag look like? No, they're not. Unless... No, it's Finland, Vladimir, and Östergötland. Yeah, they're not. Okay, fair enough. That's alright, bro. We'll be fine. Ganzhou, thank you. Yeah, we'll war exploration a little bit. We're slowly taking Dongola. Kandesh. And something in Yorkshire which we'll deal with. Yorkshire, Yorkshire, Yorkshire. Oh yeah, it's nothing to be too concerned about. We'll just make it part of our wrap-up. Irkutsk, self-sustaining. Beautiful. So now we've got access to these ones up here. East Tunguska and Angara. And our diplomat is about to arrive somewhere. Okay, that was already a colony. Well, we just wasted a year. Because I've always meant to do this. We're colonizing this place in here. Siege of Conquer. Oh, nice. Move it on in. Oh, and these guys won their siege. So just head in there and then down to Shengdi. Wonderful. Head up here. We are going to try and get a little bit of an exploration on because I do want to see what's actually here before I, you know, force protectorate them. Which is the goal here. But that goal will probably have to wait because it is at the hour mark, surprisingly. So, yeah, we'll pick that one up again next episode. So, as usual, if you've got any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. If you liked it, put a like on it. If you want to see more, well, subscribe button's down there as well. And, yeah, in the meantime, I've been Sub, you've been yourselves. Later.